the channel. Alright, so a little bit of FSD beta for you all here today. Alright, so nice right turn there. And we actually got a left turn coming up here in about half a mile. And we got a cop car in front of us here. So let's hope FSD doesn't make any erratic movements here that may make the cops suspicious. I don't think that'd be a good idea. But we do have a turn coming up here in about 0.4. So this is going to be like the ultimate test. Can FSD handle itself around cops? We'll see. So it looks like it's going to try to make a lane change here really soon. When? Let's see. Here we go. With the lane change. I like how it did it smoothly in between two cars. And then what we do have coming up is a left turn to get on the spot run. And I gotta say, FSD is pretty confident, you know, on the roads here. And it doesn't tighten up when there's a cop around them, kind of like human drivers do. And I think that's a really cool thing because it's programmed to follow the law. But then again, it can sometimes be thrown off for certain variables based on its surroundings, so it's always really important to be cautious. But at the same time, I mean, speeding wise, it's one of the best things that you could use is flip on autopilot, because it just registers the speed limit, sees 35. My max is set to 35. So just like that, you can really save yourself a ticket. If you know you're heavy-footed, autopilot may be for you. That's one of the biggest things that I find is very useful, helpful, and something that everyone can use. The last thing anyone wants is to get a speeding ticket, especially when they didn't mean to. Alright, let's see how FSD can handle this. I would have liked to seen it actually go around since there was no cars coming on this lane, but it handled it safely. All in all, pretty good, I gotta say. So yeah, there are lots of benefits of having that extra set of eyes with you. I think it's 10 cameras around the car total, 8 or 10. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. We've got here 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8 in the back. So yeah, I guess there's 8 total. And yeah, with 8 cameras, then you add your 2, that's 10. So you got 10 eyes on the road at all times, watching, you know, behind you. And all right, so we're gonna have to nudge through this yellow light here. Wasn't sure if the car was gonna be a little cautious and yield, but I didn't want to miss that light, so actually did a really good job handling that part. So yeah, as you can see, no takeovers yet, even with the cop around me, even during like a left turn intersection. These are some of like the concerns that most people have. They're like, okay, yeah, self-driving is cool, but you know, I would never do it in these situations, where my goal is to kind of show you there's chances where you can, and of course there are times where you're gonna have to drive too. All right, so here we are, we're on a Spout Run Parkway here, and let's see how FSD handles itself from switching to a regular road to a highway, because we're going to get on George Washington Memorial Parkway here in a second. And I'm still running FSD, and it's doing its thing. One other trick, or not trick, feature you get with FSD compared to autopilot is your speed. Like, you're only allowed to go 5 miles over, but notice here, like, I could set it to like 55 and a 35. All that's really going to happen is, like, you see how the speed limit sign brightens to kind of remind you, like, hey, you're speeding, but it doesn't restrict it. Whereas autopilot is restricted to 5 miles over. So, like, if you're in a situation where everyone's going like 65 and a